Good evening, and welcome to Manticore. My name is Philip, and I am your keeper. Not your brother's keeper, but your keeper. And I am joined by 5 wonderful players. Say good evening, players.
Good evening.
Players.
How's everyone doing tonight? We haven't been talking, so this is the first time I've spoken to any of you all day.
I don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
That's
Am I?
Total mystery.
Total mystery. How's everybody doing? You ready for glad the rain seemingly has stopped here in Southern California? Yeah, all right, cool. Sophia informs us that she has figured out how to put Twitch on the TV. So that's a cool feeling.
Oh.
I hope that we
great.
do your TV justice. As you watch whatever silliness we get up to tonight. Speaking of which, let's just kind of get into it. I have some other things to say about upcoming things related to this channel. Yes, sir.
I mentioned this last episode.
Okay.
And I just want to remind you.
Is this about an urchin? Is this about a guy?
I have an urchin out there.
All
I
right.
still want to know what's happening with the
urchin. The time
urchin.
for urchins is not yet now. We will get to the street children of 1880s Boston that you're experimenting on soon enough. Don't you worry.
Okay.
Oh boy. In the meantime, he's just looking for an urchin. In the meantime,
Any urchin will do.
any urchin. Well, I mean that's
Not picky.
The scary thing is that's what it sounds. So let's talk about what happened last time. Unrelated.
We don't have to.
Oh, we do. Oh, we have to go into glorious detail thereupon. In response to not even necessarily what happened on the previous mission, but a term for a mysterious figure therefrom that Mr. Isaac Steele of the Fudd Rifle Corporation came up with. Mr. John Jansen, the head of the New England Society for the Paranormal, was fixated on the mythological figure of Typhon, known as the father of monsters. The father, in other words, of the Manticore. The language that you all, as of yet, as an organization, at least for Antoinette and Dr. Day, have been fixated on learning more about. A noted painter named Foster Crane had painted a new painting called Typhos Atlanticos. No one had seen it yet. Dr. Jansen, using connections, managed to get Antoinette, Dr. Day, Dr. Wilkins, and Archibald Artie, that's not complicated, a means of visiting Mr. Crane at his estate in Brookline to look at the painting. They did so. They, despite sort of Artie over attempting to charm the man and putting him off, everyone, including Artie, to his credit, then did everything they could to compliment other paintings like Hercules Ascendant, The Misery of Osiris, and Hathor's Lament, and Hera pursues Aphrodite with a javelin, of course, everyone's personal favorite. The rage on Hera's face as she chases the laughing Aphrodite. Laphrodite, hey now. The point being is that after Artie promised to maybe purchase this man's next painting at great expense, the large stentorian-voiced, sort of, kind of rotund and heavily presenced Foster Crane allowed you all to come and look at his work. He also did allude to the fact that another painting of his most infamous, The Tomb, which I believe Artie is the one who deduced is Egyptian-themed as well, was somewhere in the house, not to be seen by anyone, but you all were like, we're gonna go look at that, right, guys? Kind of little glance at one another, foreshadowing. You went into his room. You saw Typhos Atlanticos. He described how he painted it. after going to a strange dinner hosted by the mysterious Mr. Cornetto at the Black Diamond Building, a structure you all know is rumored to have some occult architecture, foreshadowing for today. Crane apparently passed out, awoke in the night, felt like something was on top of him, but then woke up and he was already sketching it. And he says that the only parts he keeps repainting are the ones that he can't quite remember from the dream, that he knows are not exactly what he saw. This horrible image of this kind of monstrous figure with a beard of snakes lifting Atlantis out of the ocean to its ruination. It is a metaphor. I can't remember which one of you was like, it's a metaphor, we are Atlantis, but someone said that to him and he was like, oh man, you guys really get me, thank you, thoughts and prayers. But then, Dr. Day, wanting to also improve the situation, said, I know what I'll do. I'll say maybe your problem with these bodies falling out of this tower is one of perspective. He tried to come up with a perfect argument, couldn't quite. He pushed the roll, which is a thing people get to do in this game, and I just love it. And with yet another failure, he smudged the painting. Mr. Crane reacted about as one might suspect he would. He screamed at you all to get out. He threw oil paints. He threw pallets. He threw palette knives. He threw brushes. He threw turpentine. And despite you all being RPG players and always wanting to find a way out of something, that pushed failure did indeed lead to your ejection from the premises. But all is not lost, for while you did not get to look upon the tomb and learn why this other painting that he claims was from a dream he had could have possibly inspired a brutal double murder and one additional non-murder from many years ago, you did get a lead about Mr. Cornetto and the Black Diamond Building. So, did I leave out any element that anyone would love me to mention from last week's game?
No.
Okay. Then with that, we will begin. And sadly, yes, what we must now do is begin with the urchins.
Yes.
So, Dr. Day, I would like for you to first roll for me. This will be a luck roll, but can you tell everyone what your luck is right now? So that kids like 6 months ago can get really excited.
6, 7. Is that right?
No.
What they say?
Is that not?
That's not right.
Oh,
Is it
dear.
Wrong
6, 7?
No, it's no.
Nine?
No, it's
No,
incorrect.
he has 67, but he's not doing it right.
8, 9.
Well, that's 7, 8, 9.
Quit.
All right, Dr. Day, please give me a luck roll.
30.
30. All right. The good news for you is your urchin, who has been saying Fandron all day, has managed to both perfect the language. His pronunciation has gotten better.
Excellent.
I shouldn't say the language. His pronunciation of this single word you gave him has gotten better. And when you finally...
Young children, they have very malleable brains. So.
God, how old is this kid, by the way?
Let's see. 7.
6, 7?
Somewhere in there.
2, 7.
All right, so Dr. Day's 7-year-old urchin. Oh boy. If you find him, are you putting him up, or you're letting him continue to live on the streets?
Oh no, he's living on the streets. Absolutely.
All
right. I've fed him.
Well, you have. Okay,
I promised him food.
That actually
every day
matters because he does inform you that after he's done this for about a week or so, he'll say, I am feeling very hungry, sir. Every time I say the word, I get even more hungry. My stomach, it kind of like rumbles, and I'm very hungry. I don't know if it's just because I keep saying the word, but every time I do, I get very hungry, sir.
All right. Now, let me just examine this a little bit here. When you
Okay.
say you're hungry,
I am
is
hungry.
this... So, how hungry are you typically when you wake up in the day?
I mean, pretty hungry. I am a street urchin, sir.
If it was on a scale of 1 to 10, would you say?
I...
Where 1 is starved, where 1 is you're completely full and satisfied, and 10 is you're starving and might die if you don't eat something.
Oh, I see. Well, I mean, I also don't want to complain or nothing, so I don't know. I'll say maybe most mornings.
No. The more accurate your response is, the better my data. That was what would
And
please
then you'll
me.
give me more food?
I will, yes.
Okay, then yeah. I'd say maybe, most days is about like a 6 or 7.
6 or 7. And then after you've been saying this word,
Yeah.
how hungry do you get?
It increases tremendously, sir. Can I please have something to eat now?
Would you say it increases on a scale of 1 to 10? And to what number would it increase to?
I don't. 7's the highest number I know. That's how old I am.
There's 10 numbers. Count your fingers.
There's only 10.
Right?
Okay, I'm close then. All right.
You're very close, but
All right.
count your fingers. On this side, you're very, very hungry, like you're going to die. On this side, you're not hungry at all.
Okay.
How far over do you go?
I'm hungrier when I say that word.
All right. Okay, but it's notable that the word itself is making you hungrier.
Like if I say I'm hungry, I'm kind of hungry. But if I say Fandran, can I please have that to eat? He just takes whatever food you have.
I give him some food. If I have like an hour, I'd like to get him to say it after he's eaten and is full, and see if he gets hungry right away.
Okay. Make a no, you're not good at medicine. You're good at make a science roll. Regular science. You also have a 6, 7 in this. Wow.
5.
Ooh.
Oh.
I'll say that you with your sort of observing this, you probably have a stethoscope.
Oh,
You probably
yes.
pull out a stethoscope and you're listening, and it does seem like when he says Vantron, his like stomach starts to rumble.
Wow.
And
This connection.
You noticed increased salivation. And one time when you're looking in his mouth right after he says it, he does bite your finger. So there seems to be a physiological, he's just very hungry.
Excellent. This is excellent work. You've done your job to
So I can
beyond
stop,
what I had
so I
expected.
can stop saying it. It makes me very hungry.
Well, if you could continue saying it for another week, I will continue to feed you for
Will you
that
feed
week.
me more?
Yes.
All right. I'll keep saying it, sir. He'll wander off.
Excellent. Dr. Day. I'm so sorry, Philip. Dr. Day is going to now need to repeat this experiment to make sure that it is not just a one-off thing.
Oh man. All right. Go ahead. Let's put in our predictions for at what point and what episode in this series Dr. Day is eaten by his army of hungry urchins. How long will it take before Dr. Day is like can't open a door as like 14 children are just saying Fandran, Fandran, and they just eat him because they're hungry because he made him hungry.
I created the end of Boston.
What is
as
this?
we know
This
it.
is episode 6. Can we do it by 13? Maybe.
Let's hit 13.
So
6, 7. That's 13.
it really is. The main thing
Oh
no
my
one remembers.
God.
The main thing no one remembers about
No,
6, 7 is
6
it's
plus 7
13.
is 13.
Guys,
No.
the children.
Ruin.
I believe the
Wait,
children are
6
of
plus
you.
7
It's
is
an-
13, and 6 times 7 is 42. I hate everything.
Yeah, it's all Eldritch. The kids know
The kids have always known.
intuitively.
The true language of the gods is mathematics.
Interesting. Well, on that note, let us return to the chambers of the New England Society for the Paranormal there in Beacon Hill. Dr. Day, Artie Grant, Dr. Wilkins, and Miss Antoinette Mills. You returned, probably gave some report, but honestly, after the day you had, Mr. John Jansen was out that evening, so he said, come back tomorrow, I'll get the full details. And we'll say that you've given him the basic shape of it. The looking into this Mr. Cornetto and the Black Diamond building, that is something that was sort of already suggested. So, when you gather the next night, you see another member, albeit a member you have seen probably with less frequency than other people here. Though, I think... Oh.
She joined just to ask
Somebody
when
has
I'm gonna
just
get
joined.
eaten.
Sorry, yes. Well, hello, Bettina. Nice to see you. Yes. I very hope that our urchin is consumed. Our orphan urchin. Yeah. Our orphan is consumed. They'll be eating some doctor at some point.
In 42 episodes, it shall happen. We've established the numerical accuracy of things.
Please, it'll be much faster than that. I mean, it depends on how many you've hired, but that's for another episode. Won't happen now.
It's true.
Also, maybe he'll be killed by something else before then. There's always things. The point is, there is a young woman in this room. She is a member. You have probably not seen her with great frequency, but she has been here. I would think probably Antoinette or Artie. Why don't both of you give me an intellect roll? Let's see if you just kind of... You are informed of all members, so let's see if you can just look at her, figure out who she is based on the rolls.
29.
29, okay, yeah. Artie, how'd you do?
I got a 13, which is a...
Ooh, that is an extreme success, but it's also a 13. All right. So...
Well, I got a 16, but I spent some luck.
Oh, you spent luck to get it to a 13?
Yes.
Well, you could spend... Wait, what is your... Oh, yes, yours is 13. Fair enough. Okay, so yes, you spent luck, so in that case, that will not count as an active 13.
Okay.
In the way I wanted to, because it wasn't on the sweet dice. But both of the two of you, Dr. Day and Miss Wilkins, would not be familiar with her. They're just not as around. Both of you know that this is Miss Welland, Rose Josephine Welland. She is the daughter of a very notable architect, Boston area architect. And you know that he is a longtime member, but he recently passed away. I will say that Artie Grant knows that he died in the last couple of years. Miss Mills, you may suspect that. Artie, you know this for sure. Artie, because you have rolled an extreme success, you are also familiar with Miss Welland, with certain, not really rumors in a negative connotation. You believe there are many people sort of have suggested that a lot of the architecture that her father was responsible for at the end of his life was not done by him, in other words.
Oh, yeah.
That she was kind of handling the family business, but was not as...
Very, very...
That is something that you...
Very well aware of how that works, yes.
Yeah. So with that role, Miss Mills, you simply know her as... She must be... her father is the eminent architect Roman Jerome Welland.
Amazing.
Yeah. She's Rose Josephine. Interesting. Almost like one could sign a... yeah. No one's really committing fraud here. So, in any case, Mr. John Jansen, who, again, as we all know, is what? Tall and buff. That's right. He is present here. That's because I'm never going to let Lauren Rosen live that one down. As he's standing here, he...
Did you say tall and buff?
Tall and buff. Yes, Lauren. I'm gonna keep telling the story because I find it funny. Lauren was so excited to tell me she had been taking notes of this game, and we were like, "Great, what are your notes?" And she opened up the note, and the one note she had was Mr. John Jansen, tall and buff. And
That's the important stuff.
I mean, apparently. So, in any event, he sort of welcomes you all in and says, thank you for joining this evening. It sounded like you did have quite an adventure yesterday at Mr. Crane's house. Obviously, I have had some dealings with him in the past. I know he's mercurial, but is it correct? Can you tell me exactly what happened? You were kicked out of the premises. Did you cause some real offense to him, or what?
Overreacting, I believe.
I see.
I don't know about that.
Well,
but
he's an artist. They tend to do.
it was an unfortunate accident. That was quite unfortunate. But
They're
I'm happy
rather. Well, in any case, it sounds like you did gain some good information about this. You said, why is it that we were looking into this Mr. Canetto at the Black Diamond building?
It's because that's where the party was held, where Mr. Crane first dreamt up this piece, this type of Atlanticos.
So he went to so this Mr. Canetto threw the party, and he
Correct. Yes.
he was at the party, and
Yes.
that's where he. All right, I see.
Yes.
Well, as you all know, the Black Diamond building is rather notable for its for our purposes, for its kind of a potential occult connections. That is why I have, particularly in its architecture. So that is why I've actually brought in Miss Welland here, who, as some of you may know her, she is of the Welland family. Her father was a longtime member, and she is. This guy's a little more Boston-y than he was last time. I gotta tone it down a little. It's a little. I'm dropping all the eyes. He was. Her father was a longtime member, and as such, she is. Well, she has his membership in perpetuity, and she is here. But I asked her to join us because, well, if anyone can give us some information about occult architecture, I believe it would be her. Thank you for joining us, Miss Welland. Do you have any questions for them about what it is they're really looking into or want to know, or?
Could I ask? No, thank you.
Understood. I guess then we will be asking you a few questions, Miss Welland. The first one would be, what can you tell us about the Black Diamond building? We've always been curious, but information's been sort of inconclusive. So, Miss Welland, if you would, could you give us
A 5-paragraph essay.
give us my perfect essay on this thing. I would like for you to. I'm gonna actually have you make 2 rolls, so you can kind of come at this in 2 different ways. The first, I'd like you to give us a science mathematics roll, for which you have a pretty high number.
60.
60. That is a success. You can tell them that the Black Diamond building, in terms of its architecture, is in no way dangerous, but is very non-standard. Has a lot of strange, like there's a staircase that goes 3 levels up, no egress point beyond that, and there's just one floor, and that's the only way to get to that floor. There are other, there's other staircases that may lead kind of within the walls, but you can't get out there. So it's a very kind of weirdly put together building. Just in terms of the angles, and it, I think with a 60, that's probably all you'd say. Could you now give me an art technical drawing? This is your analysis of the actual sort of design.
I failed that with an 81.
Would you like to push it? Last week we had people push twice on rolls that were very high. I think in the spirit of things, what's not to love about pushing up? You don't have to push it if you don't want to.
No, I would like to push it.
Well, all right, here we go. Come on, please. Oh my god, if we have another failed push, this would be so amazing.
No one's here to blow on you.
Philip?
Did you fail it?
Well, it depends on how honest you want me to be.
be somewhat honest, I think. What did you roll?
I rolled an 87.
An
Oh
87.
no.
The other bummer is she had an
I'm
80.
sorry, did you say anything? Archie?
Okay. Then, Miss Welland.
Yes.
We don't need to get into any of your past or why you're here. I also want to mention that pushed rolls can fail in a constellation of beautiful ways. And this one is going to be a different failure, and it's kind of a little, I hate to put this onto all 5 of you players, but especially onto you, Aaron. Your failure is going to be one of, interpretation. As you sort of look at what plans you have pulled for this building, at what pictures they have of it, as you look it over, something shifts in your brain. And suddenly, you do believe that this building is clearly a conduit to energy from another universe.
As I'm looking at it, I suddenly believe this.
Yes, you've looked at it a few times and been like, this is just this is just garbage, this is nothing. But suddenly looking at it, you're like, oh my god, wait, I see what it's doing. It's basically creating like a spatial vacuum, and it would be pulling certain energies into itself, and that's why it's designed so insanely.
Can I ask the group before I continue with what I now know? Are you all true believers in
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Believers of what exactly?
Well, I didn't ever accompany my father to any of your meetings, and I didn't know if that is like a requirement for participation, that you believe in the powers of the occult.
There's a wide variety. So, I mean, at least
Like-
that's what Mommy told me. But
For
yes,
example,
we take off.
I do not believe in powers of the occult per se, but I believe in science, and I believe in facts, and I believe in what can be seen and measured. And sometimes those things exceed our current understanding of the world. But it does not mean that there is not a justifiable and explanatory reason for it. And so, are we all believers? I think not in the sense that you speak of, but that strange things do happen. Yes, I've seen them myself. Me and Miss Mills actually encountered such a phenomenon ourselves. So perhaps Artie here believes slightly differently than I do, and certainly Miss Mabel seems to believe in certain supernatural phenomenon as supernatural phenomenon.
Dr. Wilkins.
My mistake. You're correct, Dr.
Just
Wilkins.
Dr. Wilkins.
Uh,
Thank you, Mr.
My
Grant.
apologies. Yes, PhD, no matter how earned, is still worthy of the proper title.
I think what the doctor is trying to say is there's a wide spectrum of believers in the society. I myself am looking for irrefutable proof that these things do exist. Though
And-
I've seen some interesting things thus far, I remain optimistic in something that I am able to write about, though he may not share my exact inclinations.
No, and I think that anyone who's spent time outside of a lab can agree that the world can't necessarily be distilled into neat theorems or tidy equations.
Well said, Mr. Grant.
Mr.
But Miss-
Jansen is kind of looking at Miss Mills like, oh yeah, she said that real good. She said that real good. Carry on. Sorry, Artie.
But Ms. Well, I'm curious why you. I'm curious why do you ask?
Well, generally I think it's a bunch of hullabaloo, but I feel like I should share what I'm seeing right now, and I just wanted to know if I was among people who would think it crazy.
Oh,
We're a very open-minded society, Miss Welland.
well, some
For the
of us
most
are.
part.
Okay, then I would like to tell them what I now believe.
Understood. So yes, if you can either say it or say they can take it as read, basically that all that stuff I was saying, that the building is clearly designed to siphon energy from other universes.
I would like to say that with 100% certainty.
Oh,
Mr. Jansen, sort of upon you saying things so intensely, kind of looks at you, and he actually is going to do a quick roll here. Oof. That's good enough for him, is what that is. He will say, "All right, well, I was hoping someone's analysis could. We've always had, even your father was. This always baffled him. He always felt there was something to this, but you believe, just to clarify, you believe that this is energy coming from somewhere else, so that it is designed to capture energy from somewhere else.
Oh yes, I don't think there's any other explanation.
All right, very good, very good. Well, in that case,
Wait, I'm sorry. Energy siphon from other worlds? Can you?
well, not necessarily other worlds, Dr. Day, but I'm sorry, Miss Welland. I don't mean to interrupt.
No, I mean, that seems. Could you walk us through the mechanics of this?
all right. At this point, Aaron, let's do. Oh, by the way, I'll click for. Could you? Let's do that same thing again. Let's do another art technical drawing. Let's have you sort of show them exactly what you're seeing.
Should I roll on that?
Yes, go ahead and roll on it. So, target number 77. How do you do?
68.
68. At this point, Dr. Day, she is now talking not so much about the science of it, she's talking about the design. She's talking about
Right.
sort of, so these are elements that are less, you can look into the science of it, and whatever explanation she was giving about the actual mathematical stuff, everything she was saying, that all tracked. But now that she's gotten into the design and purpose of what these occult ideas would be, it all perfectly lines up. It's perfectly persuasive what she's saying.
Well, this is fascinating. I mean, to be able to see the mechanics of design, be able to actually guide the energy of things. I've heard of such things in other pseudo disciplines, but actually, I believe I'm sure I've read some articles about something like this. Maybe Dr. Wilkins here could elaborate something dealing with Egyptian architecture. Some have surmised such things as well.
Is this something I would be familiar with?
Well, yes, and especially in the context of this. In fact, you can roll what I believe is your second highest ability. Go ahead and roll your Egyptian mortuary cults, occult knowledge.
Oh, I rolled a 5.
A 5. Oh man. Okay.
Didn't need that on this one, but great.
So, let's phrase our little trip down these delightful garden path here in the following way. This is called dramatic irony. We know more than the characters, okay? That's what's happening right now. So Rose Josephine Welland has drawn some conclusions because she pushed it, probably because she was nervous in this thing, and suddenly she sees crazy stuff that might not be there. But then she was able to convey what she's seeing with the accuracy and expertise she has. She's now convinced herself to the point that even noted skeptic Dr. Enoch Day was sort of swayed. But now, was it Enoch Day who just asked Dr. Wilkins? He has now kicked it to someone who's really going to double, if not triple down on this. Because Dr. Wilkins, you are no expert necessarily in modern day architecture, but you too understood what she was saying. But as soon as he brings this up, You could speak for as long as you'd like to, and quite eloquently, on the designs of the pyramids, of the reasons the occult theorems as to why
Brilliant.
these death cults and mortuary cults, why they arranged this to aid in the passage of their pharaohs and their royals and their nobles to the afterlife in such a complex way. You are bringing in secrets from every kind of occult. These are some of the stuff you are saying, Dr. Wilkins, are texts that you were the first person to see in thousands of years that you personally translated.
Amazing.
So you are coming at this, and with a 5, you
Incredible.
are this is, because again, this is just you talking about it. This isn't how it relates to that. But the point is, you're just on a roll. So if there's any points you'd like to make about all of this, you may say them now.
I'm just going to validate everything that Ms. Welland has said, and then drone on probably for about 20 minutes about Egyptian architecture until somebody stops me.
I love it.
I think when someone tries to stop you, I'm like, no.
You're engrossed.
Enwrapped, just like with all the, like I'm ordering like cucumber sandwiches.
Yes.
This is one of the few things Dr. Day is like absolutely taking your expertise as expertise on. This is not soft science.
I would also hope, Dr. Day, that upon hearing this, ludicrously extreme success. Go ahead and click that box, by the way, Liv.
I did.
But you've with this wildly impressive thing. I hope that you refer to her as Doctor from now on after hearing this. Is all
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nice.
The point, however, is that
Dr. J just needs evidence.
as Miss Wilkins kind of concludes her points, Mr. Jansen sort of nods. You know, I had suspected, had not said so to your father, Miss Welland, but I had suspected that the Black Diamond building might have been a bit of a wild goose chase, a loose end, something.
Oh.
But now I think we just weren't looking at it in the right way. We need to be very careful about what we do next, and I don't want this to leave this room. I know some of you, well, Dr. Day and Miss Mills, you had an experience with Mr. Winston, Miss Mongrue, Mr. Steele. For now, I'd like to not share this with them, or with any other members of the organization. Miss Welland, I assume that were you to be on the premises of the Black Diamond building, you could do further investigations, deeper looking into this.
Oh, yes, and I would love access. Yes.
All right. Well, I am going to now suggest that the 5 of you venture to the Black Diamond building. I'd like you to find this Mr. Cornetto, or whoever it is that rents to him, whether he's still staying there in some suite of the building, or whether he's gone. Just get all the information you can. If you were able to get into the specific rooms he was occupying on the date in question of the party that Mr. Crane visited, that would be very good. But I think there is a lot to look into here. Whether or not his Typhos Atlanticos is connected to the figure Typhon, this is precisely what this organization is here to find out.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Yes, excellent.
As you guys go, Mr. Jansen will stop Miss Mills and say, Miss Mills, I am worried that there may be further dangers venturing to this place. I would hate for anything to happen to you. Are you sure you want to go with them?
Yes, absolutely, John. I'm worried myself, but these are the things that we need to get to the bottom of.
Yes. Yes. All right. Well, just please be careful.
Of course. Always. For you.
Perhaps, given that you're venturing to such a dangerous place tomorrow, I don't know what you're up to tonight.
Depends. You could call it an early night with the group, and
Yes.
I'll see what my plans consist of.
Of course. Everyone, let us take this evening to make preparations we need to. You can all go about your business, your own preparations, investigations. I will put in some calls to try to gain you access to this, but for the rest of the night, and he kind of like almost looks at Miss Mills but doesn't. I'll be in my chambers upstairs. And he goes to his chambers.
Can I stop him as he
Sure.
begins to leave?
Yes.
Sorry, I was wondering if you. I was fascinated with the whole Manticore language, and there was some.
Of course. Yes. Well, that is really
interesting, experiments that I had in mind to try and suss out some of its origins and whatnot. I was wondering if you had any other words that you could share.
Oh. Dr. Day, I know you are not much of a believer in these things, but I need to be very clear with you about something. Some of the words that we have learned of this Manticore language, they're very powerful. Whether it is a magical language as we believe, or whether it is something that has some other just intrinsic effect on people that you would explain through science. I told you one word that, as far as we could tell, did not have tremendous, dangerous impact, and 7 people died after your visit to that place.
Well, I hardly think that has to do specifically with the word.
And that, Dr. Day, he puts a hand on your shoulder, is precisely why I cannot tell you any more of these terms.
Oh, well. Seems to me that scientific experimentation would lend us more information on what is and isn't truly dangerous. But if you feel that this is the...
For now, let's focus
proper...
on the Black Diamond building for now, please.
Of course. Day makes a mental note to find 3 more urchins.
Okay, so, in any case, Jansen goes upstairs. You guys can make whatever preparations you want to. You'll be meeting tomorrow, and you can meet at the Black Diamond building tomorrow, or you can meet here. If anyone has anything in particular they'd like to role play at this moment, such as asking for magic words to teach to your urchin army, you can do so now. Otherwise, anybody else have a thing you'd like to do, want to do?
Ms. Welland, just one moment before we retire. I just wanted to say that to introduce myself, I'm Artie Grant, and just a large fan of your father's, especially his later work.
Philip, would I know about him from my dad?
Let's see. Here's the thing. What, Rose Welland, is your credit rating score?
78.
Okay, yeah, you're rich enough to really know the rich people. Yes, for sure. You would know about the grant. I believe it was just the,
Railroad.
Grant Railroad Company. We kept it simple. The Grant Railroad Company is one of like the richest.
Choo-choo.
Yeah. And these are the Boston grants. They are connected to the New York grants. Those are the ones with the money. But these grants consider those grants a little gauche, They're kind of like the nouveau riche side of the Grant family. But the point is, yes, you would be familiar. You might not be familiar with Archibald Artie, but you're definitely familiar with his mother, who was actually, come to think of it, there is some connection here. You both are people who had a big-time believer parent.
Yes.
Although,
yes.
Grant, I guess your mother is still, she's still a member, right?
So, oh yes, still a member, absolutely. But I feel like maybe she's not, maybe not as mobile as she once was.
Sure. So the point is, yes,
I have a feeling she's not.
Yeah, you're familiar with the family, and you've probably maybe heard of him before. Sure.
Thank you.
Of course.
I wish I could tell my father.
My condolences.
Did you go to school?
I did. I mean, I did. Not for very long. I felt like it was better for me to. It's a bit of a long story, but I gave up my spot. Felt like others were a little bit more deserving.
Oh, I agree. Thank you. Good to know. Oh, I have a question about what kind of stuff are we?
Sorry. You agree?
That well, yes, you said that some might be more deserving than you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I really do want to know, are we supposed to bring anything? I don't know, I've never done one of these before. I could borrow a bag. I don't know. What should I put in it?
To go on our excursion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think whatever brings you comfort. I think a bag is a very individualized thing. Perhaps I don't know, notebooks. Perhaps I don't know what gives you comfort, Ms. Welland.
Why should I seek comfort on this excursion?
I think that when we confront that which we don't understand, that it can be quite alarming and unmooring. So.
Well, I find that I do my best work a little bit outside of my comfort zone.
That's quite admirable.
So I'll ask someone else then?
I mean, if you're not satisfied with my advice, of course.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. My pleasure. No, I don't really understand how I fucked that up, but that's fine.
Oh, well, there we go. So.
That's strange.
Oh, Dr. Day definitely would like to spend some time talking with Dr. Willens and Welland. Specifically, Miss Welland, the way the architecture here moves, if you could explain this to me, I find it absolutely fascinating. I feel we might be able to find some similarities within the structure of some of the creatures that we found and had to dissect in the past, as far as like conduits of energy. Perhaps Dr. Wilkins here could share some of her insights as well into how this energy, collects from other realms and dissipates through.
Philip, I have a question about when I looked at the plans and had a deep knowing about it being a conduit. Did it feel like very design and architecture based? Like
Yes. Let me phrase it like this. So this is the kind of like this is where games like this allow the keeper, is me, to keeper you all in line. Basically, what happened by that failed pushed roll is that you saw it all make sense completely. Whether or not it actually does, but basically, hereafter, because also since it is a cult, this is why it's so dangerous, you're going to be able to figure out ways of explaining how this thing could lead to this, you know? So, like, you sort of now basically believe it, and you're going to use mathematics and technical drawing design and all of your sort of understandings of architecture to reinforce this idea that was incepted into you by that false role, basically. So yes, you can absolutely, you know, I'm not going to make you roll all night to keep, you know, doing it. Since you do have a very high score, so you can just be saying, so, you know, look at this. Notice how this kind of thing, if you think of the mathematics of this is going to siphon a thing. You know, you can talk to him about ley lines, which is probably something that Dr. Day has heard about enough and is probably like, well, ley lines are clearly just the Earth's electromagnetic, you know, whatever. So it's like, you can tell him stuff he knows, and you could be saying, obviously what this is doing is it's repositioning the ley line. And he's like, oh, of course, that means that's what you mean, that it's coming from another universe. You know, it's called a shared delusion. And it's what's happening in this organization. And I could not be more excited.
And Dave's bought fully into it, so he's not questioning anything. He might have questions about specifics, but he doesn't question any of this.
Yeah. Not after Dr. Wilkins gave that speech.
No. Fully in it.
Clearly an expert in this, you know, extra-dimensional energy transfer scenario.
Oh, wait, Dr. Wilkins, I'm going to not retcon, but mention a possible thing. If during that speech, if you want to have mentioned... Because I assume, Grant, you shared with everyone that after the fact that you think the painting, the tomb, was about ancient Egypt, right?
1,000, yes.
So
absolutely.
Wilkins, if you want to be like, and perhaps that's why the tomb caused the murders, because it captured this dizzying whatever stuff. Like, you could have ended with that and tied it all together. And so the point is, you guys are just like a cult bonered out.
This power seems so fast. I mean, incredible potential here. If even a 2D rendering of it can siphon such energy in as to bewitch someone, there's unbelievable potential here. Imagine, Artie, you could power your steam engines with such a device.
I mean, I'm just... Perhaps, yes.
Well, I guess really the only question I wanted to know when I asked if you guys were up to anything else is, Miss Mills, what are you up to tonight?
Wherever John Jansen went,
Cool.
she excused herself very, very politely.
What a nice night for a tall buff man. Anyway, oh yes, go ahead, Mr. Grant.
Do we have, are there telephones?
You know, I don't believe there are telephones yet. There's telegraphs, and you would also just send messages, but telephones probably existed, but I don't think they were widely, they were around, but no one's using, it's impractical to use a telephone. You send an urchin.
Send an urchin. If I wanted to get a message to my family,
Your
tonight,
family
would
here?
I be correct?
Yeah, absolutely. You'd send someone from.
So I'll write off a little bit. No, I'd like to ask my mother if she knows of Mr. Cornetto or the Black Diamond Building, and if there's anything that we should know before we go.
Understood. All right. Well, since you guys are going, there is going to be a sleep until this. You can also, you can send that word, and she'll sort of get back to you. But I guess in that case, maybe we can skip to tomorrow as you guys gather to venture there. And Artie, I will say, is that cool with everyone? Then Artie, I will say the word you got back from your mother was that she definitely believes the Black Diamond Building is
a conduit.
Is like, it must be something. It's so strange. She has never heard of a Mr. Cornetto. He sounds Italian, so be careful. She also thinks you would look nicer in your blue suit if you're going on investigations.
Of course, yes, of course. And all right. I will, all right, I'll take that information And yeah, I will gird myself and wear a blue suit.
Very good. All right. Well,
What kind of blue?
A navy. I mean, obviously.
dark blue, of course, please.
I don't run in those circles. I don't know what the hip
But I
fashion
mean,
is.
we all have suits, Mr. Day. We all have suits. Doctor,
I've-
sorry.
I have a white coat and a dark gray.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Well, in any case, you guys make it to downtown Boston, where you do see the Black Diamond Building. I should mention that it is only referred to as the Black Diamond Building. Its official name is the Second Bank of Boston Tower, but everyone calls it the Black Diamond Building. And what you see is, based on what you heard... Oh, actually, Aaron, would you please give me a luck roll? This is a low-impact thing, unless, of course, you roll a 100 or whatever, and then it'll be hilarious. So let's give us a luck. Your luck is... You have a luck of 50 as it happens. What do we got?
A 99.
What's so frustrating is if her luck was a 49, that would have been a fumble. But it's not a fumble, it's just a failure. So, and this is going to be a backwards thing. Basically, you guys walk up to this building, and had your luck been a success, I was going to say it's a dark, frightening morning, and just it makes the thing look really intimidating. But it's not. It's a bright, sunny day, and in the light of day, there is a sense on all of you, even you, Miss Welland, that, like, I don't know, I guess it looks like a weird building. It looks very normal as you approach it. It is a tall building, and there are some strange shapes to it, but in the light of day, it doesn't really even stand out from the Boston skyline.
Guess we should enter. I don't know. Mr. Grant, your suggestions?
I think we just walk in, I suppose. Unless, Ms. Welland, do you have an insight here?
The door.
Ah, yes, of course.
Mm.
Always a solid suggestion.
Yes.
All right. Well, as you enter the front doors, the building does have a large bank of sort of like reception desks, and there is someone at one of the reception desks. Several businesses and people do keep. It's kind of like a mixed use sort of property. So it's not unusual for a group of well dressed individuals such as yourself to walk up. We will say a young man. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, unless something else is coming up, I'm wondering if there's a sort of, is there a sort of like directory, sort of like...
Ooh, give me a luck roll, Artie.
All right.
Let's see if you can glance at something on
59.
the wall. 59. Oof, just barely. There is a directory on the wall, so you can see a list of businesses.
Anything
that are here, as well as some of like the there's a few businesses. There are a couple of private like residences listed. None of them are Cornetto.
Okay, all right. Never mind.
But you in other words, like if you want to know the name of like, a bank or a holding company that's in this building, you can see a few. Yeah, very good. But yes, you can go to there's a young man at a desk. He sort of sees you all and kind of, he's who you'd approach if you have a question. May I help you all?
I glance over at Miss Mills.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Oh, my.
I believe we've come to see one of one of the gentlemen, perhaps in your management, we're looking for a Mr. Cornetto, if you may be able to help us.
Oh, give me a charm, Antoinette Mills.
I actually forgot what I would have on that.
You got high on that.
Hi, baby. 79. Wow. Okay.
79 is a success for Miss Mills. So you
Nice.
the fact that you're saying Cornetto, you can tell is maybe putting this guy a little bit on edge, but you're just so sweet that he kind of is like, Mr. Cornetto is well, we're supposed to be very discreet about that. Are you? Did you have an appointment or some kind of arrangement? Not. Were you seeing him for some specific purpose?
Yes, we were sent here by Foster Crane to see him. I believe he should be expecting us.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay. I will not make you roll a fast talk, because that's not one of your skills with the lying. However, I'm going to let you once again do a charm, but this is a hard charm
Got it.
because you're sort of trying to charm him with a lie.
Okay, so that's so that's a 5 or a 15. So a 15.
Well, a 5 or a 15?
Yeah, because I
Oh no!
rolled.
Oh
with
no!
the
Not
percentile.
a bonus. Sorry, you have to get a you. It's not a.
Oh, my bad. My
It's
bad.
not a bonus. It's a you have to roll. It's
Rolling
just,
it again.
rather than under an 80, you have to roll under a 40. Wait. You said it was a 5 or a 15.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, even if it was a 15, you passed. So fine.
Okay.
We'll go with that. Okay.
Sorry.
Understood. Yeah. Also, technically, yeah, a hard would have been that you have to use the worse one.
Yeah.
If it was a penalty, is what it's called. Yeah.
Yes.
So, with that, with you charming, also a 15, which will honor that, is technically your extreme value success. So, yes, we will say, he. Well, all right. I was unaware of anyone on the docket today. For his chambers. Go ahead and yes, you can go to. Have you been before?
Yes, but it was so long ago. Would you show us the way?
Very well. He kind of snaps at some other young man who'll come over and he'll say, "Yes, I'm going to have to take you to the lower gallery. Could you?" And he kind of says to the guy, "Send a tube up and let Mr. Cornetto know his morning appointment is here." And the young man goes, "Okay." And he says, "Very well, this way, please." And he leads you guys to a couple of hallways. Now, as soon as you start going through these hallways, this is Miss Welland. This is accurately the stuff you described. These hallways are designed to confuse you. Does anyone here have purple box for navigate? It's very possible none of you do. None of your jobs were this kind of thing.
Nope.
Okay.
But
Yes.
I just was wondering if Miss Welland knew if there was a particular area or floor that we were trying to that felt the most occulty.
Oh, understood. You definitely. Yes, she could have known about various floors that were very occulty. Miss Welland, I'm going to ask you to give me I hate to keep doing the same roles, but this is what you're here for. Give me another science mathematics. I will allow you to try to chart your way out by just remembering, in a very rigid, okay, so we're at this point in the design and so give me a science mathematics. What do we got?
That's a 92.
What is going on with your dice? Oh my gosh.
You gave them to me.
That is true. Do you wait?
That
Which
is
one are you
true.
rolling? The metal ones or the red ones?
I should switch to Christmas.
Switch to Christmas, I say.
Yeah.
But for now, all this means there's no immediate bad effect of this, other than that, Miss Welland, you're as lost as the rest of them.
Could I at least look around to see if anything looks like largely different from the plans?
Ooh, that's fine. Give me a yeah, that's an arts technical drawing. Just be like, okay, how did this work for the plans I've seen? Sure, that's good.
I just don't. Okay.
What'd you roll?
A 91
And with Christmas.
with Christmas.
And so this is Christmas. All right. In any event, yes, Miss Welland. Welcome to the game. This is how we've all been rolling in this one. Don't you worry. So with that, you feel quite at sea.
I'm not afraid to say that to Grant. This doesn't look familiar to me, and I am not. I don't think I should take the lead on this one.
Understood. Well, we'll make our way together as a group.
So you are taken up several flights of stairs. Sometimes you get off, walk around what seems like a circle, and go upstairs that you didn't see there before. It's very disorienting. And at this point, you are all like, if we have to make a fast escape from this building, we're in trouble. But
I'm kind of down. I'm here for it, though, actually.
you eventually are brought to a set of beautifully carved doors. Now, all of you have some degree of occult, don't you? So everybody gets to make an occult roll right now. This is standard garden variety occult. What is it? Does anybody have specific occults that might? Probably not. You have alchemy.
Exteriorized a spiritual detritus.
Sadly, this is not an ectoplasmic symbology door, nor is it Egyptian cult, mortuaries, or alchemy. All right, Dr. Day, how are we doing? You look very sad. Did you roll a 100?
Rolled a 96.
What is your occult score?
35.
Yeah, that's a fumble. All right, I'm into it. Okay, Miss Mills, how did we do?
I rolled a 91 and my occult is 75. I'd like to push it,
I
but
think you need to push it because, oh my god, fail again. If we have multiple fumbles and fails on one roll, it's so exciting.
49.
Okay, that's less fun. Dr. Wilkins.
I rolled a 32, which is a regular success.
Regular success. All right, regular success. Mr. Grant.
Just squeaked by with a 53.
53. And then Miss Welland.
Yes. I want to push it.
Your occult.
Yes.
When in doubt. Alrighty. What did you roll?
I rolled an 82.
Let's push it. Go for it.
A 20 Santa hat.
20 Santa hat. That's a 20 even. You did it. Wow. Very good. Okay, we can't click the box because you had to push, but great. You also succeed. Okay, so that means everyone succeeds at recognizing the occult symbols on the door. These are what we'll call these are not like particularly buried or hidden. This is not like super deep stuff. This is just some basic, like Key of Solomon iconography showing some it's kind of like a warding of demons. But Dr. Enoch Day has fumbled. And you already are not a man prone to sort of understanding the occult. Dr. Day, upon seeing these symbols, you believe you know exactly what they mean. You believe that this is a trap. You're pretty sure that they're taking you into a sacrificial chamber.
I pull Archie's sleeve.
What is it, Day?
This is, these symbols here indicate a trap ahead. These folks are going to try to sacrifice us. I'm certain of this, Mr. Grant. We need to not go with
I
them.
hear you. I hear you. I hear you. But sometimes the best way forward is through. I'll tell you what. I hear what you're saying. Why don't you keep an eye out here?
And allow these ladies to be
At
sacrificed
this point,
to
meanwhile,
whatever.
the guy has put a key in the door. He is opening it. He is gesturing. Do the ladies enter?
Yes.
All right. So
No,
Antoinette.
no, no! Everyone stop!
Doctor.
Stop!
Doctor.
Doctor.
No! I'm sorry. We forgive me. We shouldn't take up your time like this. I'm sure we've just made a mistake. This is not where we want to go.
Oh. Well, this is the young man goes, I might understand your issue. Yes, this is not the typical, this is his connected lower gallery. This is not the main chamber. This is a bit early for him, so this is where you'll be waiting for him. He'll either summon you up or come down in a few moments. This is a rather early appointment time for Mr. Cornetto, as you might suspect.
Do you summon us up? Going to take our essence.
Dr. Day. Dr. Day.
The young man pulls the door closed and locks it, with all of you still outside.
Excuse my compatriot here. Dr. Day.
Yes.
Yes. What can I do to... Is there like a...
Yes! Oh my god, there's a skill for this. Wait, there
Oh.
actually is a thing. And did I put points in it for any of you? Probably not. Do any of you have specifically a score in Reassure?
Yeah. Oh no.
You probably don't have a high one. I think somebody in the other game might have gotten points into Reassure. Okay, in that case, you could.
But I'll try it. I mean.
Well, here is what I'll offer you.
Yes.
Actually, these are both thing. You can either do a psychology, which is not going to be able to instantly calm him, but might be able to lessen the situation a little.
Yeah. So,
Try for
sorry,
reassure.
Philip.
Yeah.
To be clear, I'm less concerned about reassuring him. I'm more concerned about us losing entry than I am about whatever's going on with his stuff.
100%. I'm saying, okay, well, actually, a reassure, let me phrase it like this. Psychology might give you a window into how to fix him, but it will take more time. If you can succeed on a reassure, then...
Okay. No, I'll do psycho. Yeah, because I'm more just like I'm more just like trying to figure out how to do the bare minimum to kind of separate him while allowing everyone else to go in.
Understood. Okay.
All right, so-
so you're gonna do psychology?
Yeah.
Okay. If anybody would like to try a reassure, Miss Mills, you do have a 17, which is very high in this for.
Really? That's high?
Well, yeah,
Oh, that's a 74. I'm gonna push it.
he's pushing. You're pushing your psychology.
Oh, no,
I mean, it's a-
no.
I love it.
I mean, do I push it? Yeah, I feel
Do
like
it.
I have to. It's such a bad idea. It's such a bad
You guys have
idea.
been pushing so
I
much.
don't want to. I mean, wait. Does anyone else have something that they'd like to do first?
We're defacing another painting here. I can feel it.
This makes me
If
so happy.
I will say Antoinette or Josephine have a 17, 16 respectively in reassure. So if one of you wanted to like jump in and try to do this before
but-
Artie does whatever, I mean it's obviously if you roll a 96 or higher, it's another fumble, but otherwise it's just like, it might just be worth a shot.
Okay.
Come on, Antoinette, you can do it. Or even if you can't.
The 83.
83. All right, you want to push it?
Okay, fine. I'm gonna get on this train.
Antoinette's like, Dr. Day, please calm down.
Okay.
Calm down.
Okay. I pushed it.
Okay.
I pushed it.
What, you succeeded?
A 3.
Ooh, okay. Antoinette, how did you do?
Oh damn.
91.
90.
Oh, no!
All right, so
Oh.
Antoinette is basically like she is making stuff worse. However, with a 3, you've
Three's
put. So basically, you guys are at this point. The young man is very like concerned. Antoinette's saying stuff to like Dr. Day. I'll say with a failed thing, you're just kind of like you're gonna be like telling him like just breathe. Like you're just trying to give him breath work, and it's like just the wrong. It's just the wrong thing. or you're telling him like just focus on things that make you feel calm, like you're telling him like metaphysical stuff that he does not care, like that it's like you're telling him like think about like the way you feel when this happens, just the absolute wrong stuff. So Dr. Day is growing more and more upset and freaked out. Mr. Grant, with a 3 on psychology, you do suspect that Dr. Day is having some mild episode, probably because he has such a scientific mind. What Miss Mills is doing is not helping. He's looking at this sort of occult stuff, and it's freaking him out pretty intensely. You do think perhaps your best bet, even though it's going to be a very difficult thing to do, is to convince this young man that like Dr. Day like is having an episode and maybe this is why you've brought him to Mr.
Yes.
Porno.
Yes.
That's like your best chance to try to use this.
Yes, that's brilliant. Yes. I'll sort of take him aside and be like, yes, and say yes.
So you're taking the young man aside?
Yeah.
The
I mean, I don't have to say it like that, but yeah, like
take the young man aside. So you sort of pull the secretary aside. Meanwhile, Miss Mills is like trying to get like Dr. Day to like think about like the divine feminine, and he's like,
No, the symbols is a trap. It's a trap. We can't go in there. They'll kill us all if we go in there. There's gonna sacrifice.
This is precisely why we came in the morning.
You're saying this is your goal. He is why you've come.
I mean, yes. Unfortunately, it's a very tricky situation. He's very well respected, and he's sort of hanging by a thread. So, it's embarrassing for us as I apologize.
Give me a charm.
Okay.
Let's see if you can sell this young man on this. Oh, man.
54.
54 is a success. In light of seeing Dr. Day growing so intense and looking uncomfortable, Miss Welland or or Dr. Wilkins, are either of you doing anything in response to this insanity that's playing out?
I mean, I think I would attempt a psychology roll.
Sure, give me a psychology roll.
It's not gonna go well.
Oh, wait, yeah. Why you're doing that? I don't know why you're doing. Okay, go ahead.
I don't know. I'm trying. I have not
into
been participating.
No, you're
but
good.
I
You're
don't know
just
what
like,
else I can do.
yeah, go for it.
So she would try, but she rolled a 70. So
You're just like, they've all gone crazy. Miss Welland, you don't have to do anything in the face of this, but if you have a plan, yeah.
I would like to pull did they use protractors at this time?
I think a protractor would be the kind of tool you'd have on hand for sure, yeah.
I would like to just try and hand it to Dr. Day and tell him this gives me comfort, and maybe it will you too. And I brought it.
Okay.
Oh,
So good.
total. Doesn't matter what happens next. Artie's totally satisfied.
All right.
What can I do to make that something that will calm him down?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
here's...
That's so funny.
Oh, yeah, look at that protractor from 1885. Ooh. Oh, my God, it's so sharp and made of metal, you guys. All right, Dr. Day, here's what's going to happen. Because what is smart about this is she is giving you a tool of reason and logic. Miss Mills is talking about your sort of like your sacrum and how you need to look at your, you need to ground. She's asking
That's
how
public
your
floor
body
talk.
feels, yeah. So Dr. Day, you're handed this protractor. I would like for you. Oh, duh, this is what you should do. And actually, you're pretty high at this, so whatever. The fumble meant things went crazy. Dr. Day, I'd like you to, you're pretty good at this. Give me a sanity roll.
Oh, all right.
Relatively high score. He's a sane man. But
34.
Oh, damn, if he had
That's
failed,
debatable.
if he failed, it was going to be so good. Holding that medal in your hand calms you both in the sense that it is a symbol of reason and order and rationality. It brings a logic to a wild world. Also, if you had to stab someone with it to protect yourself, you could. And so
Right.
you do calm slightly. Meanwhile, as Artie has sort of said this about it, and he sees the man calming, the young man kind of looking at Dr. Day nervously and seeing how women are sort of calming him. And Miss Mills, at this point, will say, your pushed roll penalties are over, and you're not going to be like, okay, so yes, let's think of this as like a personal, like totemic. You're not going to double down on nonsense of where in your body do you feel the protractor? Like when you picture a protractor, where do you feel it in your body? He is going to. The young man will say,
In my hands.
I see. He will nod with some nervousness and unlock the door and open it and gesture you all in. What is within is not, in fact, a sacrificial chamber, although there is a raised platform, circular, about 10 feet in diameter, of stone. It's probably like a foot and a half high. It does have grooves in the shape of a pentagram on it, that do actually have, well, if anybody thinks to do a spot hidden, we'll talk about that. The point is, there's stuff in this room that's like, uh-oh. But the main feature of this room, aside from there being a few paintings on the wall, is that the room opens onto a large sort of like balcony looking out on the city. You're probably on like the 6th, 7th floor. So, you know, it's like high up, but not crazy. And there are also several chairs in there. There's no refreshments, but the young man is saying you can wait in here. We'll bring you some coffee and tea in a moment.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
I have no idea how long Mr. Cornetto will be, but I understand. I suppose
we
the
understand.
urgency.
Of course, of
all
course.
right. And he sort of nods to you, walks out. Does anyone here have a listen of 75 or higher?
Oh, no.
No.
What's the anybody have a high listen?
66.
66? Okay.
Yeah,
What
51.
room are we in?
You are in what they called his lower gallery, so it looks like Mr. Cornetto maybe has two rooms. This is like a salon. This is like a big kind of like a big open space. There is that raised platform in the middle.
Okay.
Definitely they could draw curtains so this balcony is open. They could close glass doors and things like that. But for now, there's paintings on the wall and looks like a perfectly nice place to entertain. Aside from the pentagram, raised pentagram thing. I will say, you said you have a 66, Antoinette?
Yes.
Tell you what, we'll say that you're good enough at listening to maybe be paying attention. Give me a listen roll as you walk in.
Ooh, 29.
Yes. In that case, because you kind of walk in and you're actively listening, something you should have been doing with Dr. Day. As you walk in and listen, you do hear the key turn in the lock behind you. You've been locked into this room.
And
I'm so
we-
sorry. I saw it. I saw them saying it was going to kill us and trap us. I got a little paranoid and a little overreacted. I'm very sorry. Thank you for this.
Thank you,
seemed to
Miss
calm me
Welland.
down. I care for you all. I wanted nothing bad to happen to us.
Yes, of course. So,
What caused you to become overcome with this?
Well, I thought you were walking into a trap.
But,
Who-
but why? You're a man of science. Why?
Oh, there was writing before, and to my eyes, it said that this.
Hey,
Right, my quick decipher of it was this is going to be a trap. I'm still pretty sure this is a trap of some sort. It's
Also-
a very likely possibility we're going to be sacrificed here. I just want to point that out to
Dr.
everyone.
Day, give me a spot hidden roll, actually, as you see that raised platform in the middle.
50.
50? It's a success. Yeah, you do notice that there's like grooves in the shape of a pentagram on this kind of raised circle, and you do see that there are grates, like for drainage, that can be
So look at
twisted.
this. Do you see this? I'm sure this is where they do the sacrifice. Look, there's the little grates for the blood to drain out of, and the grooves for it to go through. I mean, it's a pentagram. I understand this is maybe a little bit outside my bailiwick, but this does seem to be quite simply a problem scenario for us. I'm not interested in waking snakes today. I would prefer we just maybe get out of here so that we might, I have experiments I have to finish.
Yeah, since I failed my psychology roll, can I deduce that perhaps this is a guilty conscience about his experiments?
That's good. That's between you and that's between the doctors. That's a doc on doc. Go ahead.
My experiments are. I haven't shared my experiments with anybody. Not to say that you aren't wrong. I just
sure.
want
Well,
you to
talked
know.
about
You've publicly talked to them, to everyone about. Oh, in
about
various
the
characters,
orphans.
you've talked about urchins several
Urchins.
times.
No, you've mentioned urchins. I mean, I don't know what that's what it's about.
Perhaps this is a bit of your guilty conscience coming out. What exactly are you doing with these poor children?
In fact, I believe it was the first thing you mentioned when we met.
I think it literally was.
I know.
I believe it was something along the line. I believe Dr. Day was something along the lines of, "Oh, my urchins! I wonder what's going on with my urchins."
Yes.
Oh, I hope they're still around.
Okay.
All throughout the
Dr. Wilkins, though, I'm sure you could shed some light, or Ms. Welland. I do see now that you point this out, Dr. Day. But I mean, if this were some sort of, I don't know, some sort of
Trap?
I mean,
Death
some
den?
sort of blood.
Sacrificial altar?
I mean, any of these. I mean, does this look like anything you've seen, Ms. Wilkins or Dr. Wilkins? I'm so sorry.
Dr. Wilkins, you could do a Egyptian death cult roll on this to see if this is akin to anything you're familiar with.
I mean, I only bring it up because you had that. I mean, you spent a good 15 minutes talking about being sealed alive in the tombs.
Oh yes. No. My voice just escaped me for a moment. Egyptian mortuary cults. I was like, where is it again? Okay. 48, which is a regular success.
This is not really the same. I mean, there's gonna be some analogs to draining the fluids of bodies, but this feels, if this is a cult, this feels like some much later stage stuff. If the drains are even for blood, who knows?
Yes, it could be just that the building has poor.
Miss Mills,
maintenance.
you know the dangers that these types of investigations can draw out from us. We should leave, even if there's a chance.
I think it may be wise to wait for Mr. Cornetto. He is the reason we came here after all. We are searching for answers, and if we leave now, we may never get them. I understand your apprehension, Doctor. I truly do. But I think we need to see this out. She really does not want him to go for the door. She would very much like to...
She's really trying to give me a charm roll. Tell you what, we don't do too much player on player stuff, but let's just do a charm. Let's see if you can.
21 Yahtzee.
Yeah, that's Dr. Day, for whatever it is, she is, when she's not talking to you about you're like, sort of some of the kind of somatic psychology on you. She's able to probably at least maybe let you sit down for a moment.
Okay. Dr. Days is gonna start pacing and just try to subtly looking for exits, but just kind of walk away from the door, and everyone just be like, "This is bad. This is definitely bad."
Okay.
Miss Mills would very much like to ask Miss Welland, out of earshot of the doctor and everyone else, if there is another way out of this room. Miss Welland, I do not want to alarm the party, mostly Dr. Day, but I did hear the lock turn behind us. Please tell me you know another way out of this room.
I would love to. Can I see a way out of this room, or would I know, based on most of the rooms, how they're built, if there was a way out?
I think, I think it's just it's what it has been. Give me that technical drawing challenge.
while she's doing that, is there
Go, Chris.
is there any? I'm not super familiar with the system, but is there a way that I can use my success at looking at the symbols to refute what he is seeing?
I think that would actually be an occult roll. I think it would be that you would kind of start going, okay, so the symbol, like,
Yeah. Let me. I'd like to walk through. Yeah,
you're pulling out a thing, and you're like, did you think it was this symbol? Okay, you're wrong about what that would mean in the first place. But it was
Yes.
this, that sort of thing.
Yes.
So, what did you roll?
A 45.
A 45. Excellent. If you... Okay. With a 45, you are confident there will be other exits from this room. You can't remember this specific one, but you know none of the rooms only had one thing. There's always weird like back staircases. You suspect, because it's occult craziness, there's probably a couple of secret doors in this room. There's maybe more than one. It's even possible if you walk out in the balcony, you don't like see like a staircase out there, an exterior staircase, but you know.
Are there like laws in place that require? Okay.
Not yet. There aren't.
Okay.
Especially not in this school building. But there is a certain degree of common sense.
Do you hear what happened at the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory?
Oh, actually, you know, that's a funny, well, that's not funny. Sorry, that's an unfortunate thing for me to say. Actually, though,
oh my God.
I'll tell you what, Miss Welland, I want you to roll... I'm going to have this be retroactive. Give me a use library, or a library use. It's at the top of your third column there. You probably did some research into the Black Diamond building.
Oh, I think I did.
Yeah.
14. Oh, 14! Sorry.
14 is an extreme success.
Wow.
So I'll say this. You know all about the architect of this building. You know about his untimely demise within this building. But you also know about his, you don't have to go into all of this now. I'm just giving you like the backstory. Like, you know about his obsession with never being trapped. So you are confident every room in this building has secret ways in and out.
Was he nice to me?
You probably did not meet him. I doubt your father would have wanted you to meet him. He was a very, very eccentric, very unhinged man. And he probably died when you would have been, well, I guess in these days, marrying age, you know, but like, a young teenager. So basically, you were not you never encountered this guy. Your dad would have not let that happen.
Okay.
Because he was upsetting. So if you want details to share, I can give you that, or you can say some stuff. But the main thing is you're confident there's ways out of the room.
I would like to say as much to Miss Mills and Miss Mills, how tall are you?
Would I measure in inches or yeah, I'm about 62 inches, I believe.
And I know what that is.
for an architect, of course, yes.
This game's amazing.
Yeah, I think between us all I'm confident we could find another way out, that there would be one.
Miss Welland, I want to impress upon you the severity of Dr. Day's condition. I think it best that you share this information with the rest of the group individually, but please quietly and keep it from Dr. Day. Miss Mills wants the rest of the group to know, but we can't just all huddle in the corner and exclude him. So, Miss Welland, please share it with Mr. Grant, and I'll share it with Dr. Wilkins, and that way we can formulate a plan to keep Dr. Day calm.
Very
Not
cool.
a condition. He saw something that was clearly a trap.
I mean,
so as this is going, do you do that, Welland? You and Mills just sort of share the information of, we're locked in, there's definitely ways out. As you're doing that, Dr. Day, you asked about a listen roll?
I half jokingly I did.
What are you listening for?
Oh, I thought it would have been funny if I heard her talking about the locked door.
Yes, of course you can. Everyone's sneaking around whispering. Yes, do a listen roll. Go ahead. I will, however, tell you that because they're sneaking, listening, and because you're distracted by other things, this will be a hard roll. Oh, your listen's only a 20.
Terrible.
Well,
Yeah.
it's still a hard roll. Sorry.
All right. 15. Come on.
That's such a bummer because it's 15, but that would have succeeded, but he needs a 10. If you want to spend 5 luck, you can have it succeed, but you don't get to click the box, which is what you really wanted. But it will succeed if you spend 5 luck.
Yes, I'm gonna spend it because.
Then with that,
As you guys are talking about a locked door, Dr. Day goes, "The door's locked? We're locked in here?
Shh.
And you think this isn't a trap?
Calm yourself.
Wait, who locks a guest in a salon? How am I the only one that sees this?
Because
Dr. Wilkins, you're a person of semi-science. You should understand. Logically, they locked us in a room. There's a place here for some kind of sacrifice. There's clear occult symbols in it. There's drainage for one could only assume is blood or some other mysterious liquid.
Dr. Day, get a hold of yourself.
Get
Get a hold of yourself, man. They probably locked the doors because you're acting like a raving lunatic.
Correct, you're a man of some sanity at the moment.
How can I be the only one here that is?
Because we all saw the symbols on the door, Dr. Day. There's no hidden message. This is all very rudimentary things. You're out of your element, and I understand that, and I sympathize.
Yes, Dr. Wilkins.
But would I have any reason to look around? Like, would he maybe have affected me even a little bit? Could I look around the room for anything that appears out of other?
I mean, the main thing that is notable is that there is a raised, some kind of like, not altar, but maybe you could easily put an altar on it. You could inspect that if you'd like to, certainly.
Okay.
Do a spot hidden on that.
I'll do a spot hidden.
Which I think is probably a good. Yeah, you have some decent points in spot hidden.
It's a decent one for me.
All right.
Okay. Oh, 18.
An 18, very good. A hard success. Yes, okay, so we'll say you're not analyzing it, but you definitely notice that on some of those grates there is a you see some, you can't, maybe it's wine, you know?
But it's something red.
You see a little
Well,
red.
actually, no, is it red or is it brown?
It's dark, it's darkish red. It very well could be blood, but maybe not. It's congealed a little. And it's only in a couple of places, just on some of the stuff. However, while this is going on, because
I'm looking for a weapon. I'm looking for anything I can use as a
You
weapon.
have
You
one.
have a protractor.
Because
Good call.
so if is it?
Thank you, Miss Welland. Way to come prepared.
Is my the reason I ask is it possible that it's oxidized? Like, confusing wine with blood requires the blood to be fairly fresh.
No, it would not be. It's some dark substance. You'd
Okay.
It's kind of shadowy, and it's probably not blood, but it might be blood.
Okay.
It might be wine. Might
But
be
it's dry.
mud. It's something dry, and it's clearly these drains have been rinsed. It's just there's a little something somewhere in there. However, while this is going on, because I rolled an 18, and the best. Go ahead, Welland.
Well, he overheard that the door was locked, but not that I knew how to get out, maybe, or like that I knew that there was maybe another way out.
Oh, for sure.
He does seem to have
once you heard
either
locked.
he seems to have either not heard or ignored the part where you're like, "There's no way we're trapped." But speaking of that, speaking of the idea that there are other doors, during this argument and during Miss Wilkins investigating and all these shouting and him looking for a weapon and finding the protractor in hand, and the fact that the best listener is Miss Wells, and a 66 would not be sufficient to hear this, a voice suddenly speaks from the other side of the room and says, "You've requested my presence so early?" And you turn to see a man in a sort of velvet morning coat. He looks dashingly kind of like unkempt. He has a sort of nice little goatee. He's standing there and saying, "Wow, what can I do for you all?" And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Oh! Oh. That's my favorite kind of unkempt.
Morning unkempt.
Dashingly.
Dashingly morning, dashingly unkempt. Well, everybody, thank you so much. This was very fun. I'm glad that we had an architecture expert on hand, and I'm glad that she immediately drew some interesting conclusions about
That was great.
efficacy of this building.
Love it.
So very fun stuff. We will continue this in the future. For now, you guys can do all your leveling up if you want, or we can wait off stream. But I do have to mention a couple of things. First of all, thanks to everyone in chat. I don't know if we had any renewal things. I think maybe Galenor and Saber, did I see you pop up with a renewal that was a timely thing or something? Maybe that was earlier. I don't know. But thanks everybody for being in chat and participating in these games. And 43 months. Thank you, Galenor and Saber. Thanks so much for being here and engaging in chat. And we had a very active conversation tonight, so this was very fun. I'm glad that we had some failed pushes and some fumbles and all sorts of great stuff. And thank you all for leaning into I appreciate when the players are willing to run full steam at the bad stuff, because it just makes it more fun. I do have a couple of announcements to make, if that's okay. The first announcement is a somewhat unexpected announcement and may really come out of left field. We'll be posting more about this both on our Instagram and our Discord. Side note, is that how I do that? Yeah, look at that. Instagram, Discord, you can go to our stuff there. This year, Long Lost Lore will be doing a live performance at WonderCon, of all places. We'll be at WonderCon at the end of March in Anaheim, California. WonderCon this year is March 27th through 29th. We'll get you the details on exactly when we'll be there and what's going on. We are going to be running it's a panel. It's called Makeshift Mechanics with Long Lost Lore. I pitched this because I am a glutton for punishment and a very weird person. The idea is we are going to be at WonderCon. We are going to design a game and then play a session of it in an hour. So I'm going to take suggestions from the audience, throw together a quick little system, and then make some new and old friends run it. So it's going to be really crazy. More details to come about that. But because of that, I felt like we maybe needed to, kind of have been running as many games of late. Past year's been a little crazy, etc. We're going to jump back into some stuff, and starting this Sunday, a long-threatened game will be beginning. This Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. Probably one of the most unhinged ideas I've ever had, and it's all for Kevin. You can come and join us for the premiere of a limited series, basically running up until WonderCon, maybe past it if it's crazy enough, called The Hotel Detective. Some of you may know about The Hotel Detective. Probably most of you don't. Suffice it to say, The Hotel Detective is out of sight. Come check that out on Sunday. It's going to be, it's a very different tone from this one, even though this one has been a little madcap in its own way. But it's going to be some silly, fun goofiness. So please join us for that for the next several weeks. That's all I've got. Would any of you like to say anything, mention anything, complain about anything?
Like to complain about Dr. Day and his behavior tonight.
Yeah, as would I.
I'd like to complain about some Dr. Day slander that seems to be going rampant right now.
It's not really slander if it's true, though.
Yeah,
right?
Well, the problem is, Dr. Day, all they have to say in response to you is orchins. All they've got to put the only necessary response is orchins.
I first off, let me firmly push back on the urchin knowledge being public as canon. Disagree with that. Secondly,
you talked about it in your
Talk about it all the time.
No. I believe, to be honest, I believe that you the entire carriage, the entire ride over.
I thought he did. Are we completely wrong?
I distinctly remember trying to get you to stop talking about urchins.
I don't believe. Did I talk about the experiment during? I thought it was out of character. My apologies. Regardless, I just want to point out, Dr. Day thought you were all threatened, and he spoke up. He see something, say something, and Dr. Day did.
He did.
Just keep that in mind. I'm not crying. Boy cried wolf. Won't happen with me. No, no. No, no.
He truly is an American hero. Well, on that, thank you all so much. Until next time. Don't keep urchins.